got the right order, right? Just check one more time. Or we can dance. Overture, entrada, processional, America the Beautiful, Alma Wesleyana, and recessional. Okay? Crown Imperial is processional. All right, let's go. Here we go.
Across skies, seas, through cities and towns, past fields and plains, we've traveled. Across generations, from many countries, cultures, traditions, and faiths, we are gathered to give thanks for the 2019 graduates of Illinois Wesleyan. Today is Thanksgiving time for students whose achievements we are here to praise, whose struggles we are here to revere, whose passions we are here to affirm. This is Thanksgiving time for faculty, mentors, staff, and coaches whose service we are here to recognize, whose care we are here to honor. Now is Thanksgiving time for friends and families whose support we are here to celebrate, whose love these graduates cannot have done without. May words spoken and praises sung this day fill our hearts and lift our spirits, that we might be renewed in our callings to seek wisdom and pursue justice, to love our neighbors and befriend the stranger, to repair our broken yet beloved world. You may be seated.
Good afternoon and congratulations, class of 2019. Well done. On behalf of the faculty and staff, I'm pleased to welcome you to the 169th commencement ceremony at Illinois Wesleyan University. It's truly a moment to remember. Thousands of your relatives and friends have gathered here to witness one of the most significant events in your life. We're all in our academic regalia, reliving centuries of academic tradition from much colder climates, intended to emphasize the momentous nature of the day. And finally, of course, you're moving from being a student to a proud alumnus of Illinois Wesleyan. Well, as president, I frequently have the opportunity to listen to wonderful performances by faculty and students from our School of Music. And today that talent has been on display for you as we started our ceremony. Kelly Reardon, thank you so much for the beautiful singing. And Professor Lev Ivanov and all the members of the Illinois Wesleyan Wind Ensemble, thank you so much for sharing your talents with us this afternoon. So, transitions are exciting but unsettling times. However you first arrived in Bloomington, just after high school, maybe even just by crossing the street, as a transfer student, or in some other way, you came with a heightened sense of exhilaration, anticipation, and anxiety. Today marks another distinct transition in your life, one that is again fueled by a mixture of excitement, anticipation, and uncertainty. So I speak for all of the faculty and staff when I tell you what a privilege it is to share with you those wonderful first days on campus, this great, great day, and of course, your intervening journey. This commencement ceremony honors you for your accomplishments at a truly spectacular liberal arts and sciences college. There's much to say about these accomplishments, but it's appropriate to pause for a moment to thank those who helped you along your way. And so, if you would, graduates, please stand and face the faculty and staff who are seated behind you and give this group of dedicated people a round of applause. And while you're standing, please turn now in the directions of your parents and friends and families and extend a round of applause to those whose support and assistance have been so important for your college experience. And now please sit back down. So we're also gathered to celebrate the potential you represent and the differences that you will make in your communities, in the nation, and in the world. I sincerely hope that you'll remain loyal to Illinois Wesleyan as you join a family of more than 23,000 such alumni doing great things. You see behind us a concrete pineapple. Apparently, in past years, a small wooden pineapple that used to sit around the portal, entry portal at the president's house, used to make unscheduled trips around campus. The thought was that a concrete and heavier pineapple would be less mobile. Sometimes true, sometimes not, it turns out. The idea is that it is made it to our ceremony, and we're using it to symbolize the spirit of friendship and gracious hospitality. So after you receive your diploma and you're leaving the stage, give the Titan pineapple a tap as a way of acknowledging the friendships you've formed on this campus. Remember the hospitality it symbolizes and the university's pledge that you're always welcome here. This is one of Wesleyan's enduring gifts. Speaking of enduring gifts, George Vineyard has served the university faithfully, beginning with a stint in student government. Next came a job on campus after his 1971 graduation as an assistant to then President Robert Eckley. He went on to law school at the University of Michigan and great professional success, but continued to serve his alma mater as a member and officer of the Board of Trustees, most recently serving as the chair of the Board of Trustees. And the board chair traditionally addresses new graduates. Before he does that, George is stepping down as chair at the end of this month, and today will mark his final commencement address as board chair. So before I present him to you formally, could I ask you, George, to come up for just a moment? So I have before me a plaque, certificate of appreciation. This certificate is awarded on behalf of the faculty, staff, and students of Illinois Wesleyan University to George A. Vineyard, class of 1971, with gratitude for your dedicated years of service as chair of the Board of Trustees 2005 to 2019. It's now my honor to present our chair of the Board of Trustees, George Vineyard. George, thank you. You can keep it there if you'd like.
Well, I apologize in advance because I just prolonged your wait for your diploma. Graduates, parents, family members, faculty, staff, and friends of Illinois Wesleyan, greetings from the Board of Trustees. On their behalf, I say to each graduate, congratulations, welcome, and thank you. Congratulations on your individual achievements. Welcome to this important milestone and threshold in your lives. And thank you for your contributions to the university community. To parents, family, friends, faculty, and staff, we share your pride in the accomplishments of these young people, and we join them in thanking you for all you've done to help them on their way to this important occasion. The great physicist Richard Feynman said, "When you get older, you find nearly everything is really interesting if you go into it deeply enough." At Illinois Wesleyan, we strive to help our students and develop the intellectual and moral capacity to think deeply about the important things in life and to live in a manner that's consistent with the values reflected in the university motto, which reads, Scientia et Sapientia, generally translated as knowledge and wisdom. Knowledge implies the acquisition of true information and understanding, grounded in objective observation and logical reasoning. Wisdom has been defined as the capacity to exercise sound judgment and to act rightly in matters of life and conduct, choosing proper means to achieve good ends. This requires personal engagement that goes far beyond the search for objective truth and reaches deeper into the realm of what it means to be part of humanity in all of its historical, social, aesthetic, moral, and spiritual dimensions. I've had the privilege of preparing remarks on behalf of the board for 13 prior commencements. For most of these years, I've cited the university motto, as I just did, and then sought to underscore the point with quotes from a recently deceased author or cultural icon. In 2017, a sudden illness prevented me from actually delivering my prepared remarks, so this year I've decided to reach back and feature an author who died in April of that year. The late Robert M. Pirsig wrote a philosophical inquiry into values and metaphysics in the form of a fictional autobiographical story entitled Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance. Published in 1974 after being rejected well over 100 times, That book improbably became a bestseller with millions of copies in print. As a philosophical thinker, Pirsig was particularly concerned with the conflicts between rationalism and romanticism in Western thought, the relationship between humans and machines, and how we perceive and create quality in our lives. With regard to machines and technology, Pirsig now seems prophetic. He wrote, "The Buddha resides as comfortably in the circuits of a digital computer or the gears of a motorcycle transmission as he does at the top of a mountain." Put another way, he suggested that the supposed conflict between human values and technological needs can be resolved by understanding that technology is really a fusion of nature and the human spirit into a new kind of creation that transcends both. Perhaps more ominously, he said, "If you run from technology, it will chase you." Among Pirsig's many statements about quality, I think the following is especially resonant with the mission and purpose of our university. Care and quality are external and internal aspects of the same thing. A person who sees quality and feels it as he works is a person who cares. A person who cares about what she sees and does is a person who's bound to have some characteristics of quality. Finally, Pirsig offered this observation about life. You look at where you're going and where you are, and it never makes sense. But then you look back at where you've been, and a pattern seems to emerge. In your time here on campus, we trust that you not only developed your intellects and also cultivated the essential curiosity, perceptiveness, and values to set a pattern that will serve you well as you strive to live with care and create a future of greater knowledge, wisdom, quality, and personal fulfillment. Whenever you have occasion to look back at where you've been, may you warmly remember and honor your university. Think of it as your family and this campus as your home. Please return often. You will always be welcome here and wherever Titans gather. Thank you.
I once saw a statue on a college campus. The statue was a long ago gift from the college's alumni. On its base was inscribed, "Alma Mater, to thy happy children of the future, those of the past send greetings." Here at Illinois Wesleyan, we have something better than a statue to greet you on your graduation day. We have an alumni association of more than 23,000 living alumni in all 50 states and the District of Columbia, plus 52 other countries all around the world. You are now a part of it. So today, I'm here as president of the Illinois Wesleyan University Alumni Association to bring you greetings and congratulations and a message of welcome from your fellow alumni. My name is Scott Hush. I crossed this platform and collected my degree 33 years ago in 1986. Today, it's your turn. Welcome to the club, fellow alumni. You won't remember what I say today, and the words will become unimportant. But deep down, I hope you'll hear the message that we are all counting on you to stay connected with your alma mater, Illinois Wesleyan. The best parts of any long journey are the first and last miles. Today is a special day for you because you are simultaneously celebrating the last mile of your long journey to earn a degree from Illinois Wesleyan, while anticipating the first mile of the long journey ahead that will be the rest of your life. Now, the middle of a journey, which is coming sooner than you might think, brings challenges and tests, which you can usually overcome with the help of other people, like your classmates, and now your fellow alumni. I hope everyone in today's graduating class will take advantage of the many Alumni Association programs that will be available to you for the rest of your lives now that you are all officially members of the Illinois Wesleyan University Alumni Association. When you descend the steps from this platform, after having collected your diploma, you will be greeted by officers of the Alumni Association. They will present you with your official IWU alumni pin. I hope you will wear it proudly, for it is a symbol of your hard work in reaching this point. I'd like to leave you with a word of advice. If I could go back in time to the point where you are in your lives today, back to the day I graduated from Illinois Wesleyan 33 years ago at the age of 21, and if I could change just one thing about my life, something that I could do differently between then and now, I would floss my teeth every day. That may sound odd or even funny, but just think for a minute about what I'm saying. I've learned that very small actions, when undertaken diligently and consistently on a regular basis over a very long period of time, when their collective effect is considered, those small actions can make a massive impact that cannot be achieved through any other method. There is almost never a silver bullet. There is no pixie dust. That windfall almost never comes. And the biggest mistake is doing nothing because you can only do a little. I hope you'll keep that in mind as opportunities come along to stay connected with Illinois Wesleyan. But now, and rightly so, you're about to leave Illinois Wesleyan, your alma mater, which has been your home for the last 4 years. They say home is a place you grow up wanting to leave, and you grow old wanting to get back to. I promise you'll feel that way about Illinois Wesleyan soon, if you don't already. To send you off in style, your Alumni Association invites everyone to a reception immediately following the program here on the quad, where your professors look forward to greeting you and your families. I hope to see you all there. Thank you for inviting me to be part of your celebration today. You did it. Well done, graduates and fellow alumni. Well done.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Alani Sweezy, and I am class president for the Illinois Wesleyan class of 2019. As I was preparing my remarks for today, I had a difficult time thinking about what to say to well over 1,000 people. And I must admit that this is one of the few assignments that I turned in late this year. I thought I would start by saying something inspirational, but that seemed a little cliche. So instead, I'll start out with talking about our journey. 1,325 days ago, we collectively began a journey of a lifetime. To my peers, remember the uncertainty and excitement with which you first set foot on campus. To parents, guardians, siblings, and friends, remember when the graduate you are here today to celebrate first left home, first called home missing their favorite meal or asking how to do laundry. How much has changed in these past few years? The class of 2019, we are officially adults. We are about to begin our next big journey. Some of us will still miss home, still have questions about laundry or something else that will make our mothers roll their eyes. But even in those moments, we must think back to the strength of spirit and determination that got us to this moment. Our education empowers us. It empowers us to be our truest selves, to live up to our values, and to stand up for ourselves, each other, and our communities. As Minor Meyer once said, we should strive to not only go out into the world and do well, but to also do good. Since we were little, we were often told that we were the leaders of tomorrow, that we would be able to change the world. As we graduate today, we can no longer say that we'll do it tomorrow or help make changes in the future. We must begin to do it today. Alice Walker once said that the most common way people give up their power is thinking they don't have any. I've learned this directly through my experience here at Illinois Wesleyan University. Any place that you go will be filled with both positive and negative aspects. But it is important that we not only enjoy the good experiences, but we also find the courage to better the bad ones. This sometimes includes fighting for what you believe in, even when others are not there to fight with you. As we walk across the stage today, I want to leave you all with a few words of advice. For many, success is measured in the amount of money you make, how popular you are, or how prestigious your job is. But that isn't the case. Success, simply put, is loving yourself, loving what you do, and liking how you do it. Thank you.
That's better. Good afternoon. I'm very honored to have the privilege to speak to you today. However, this is really a day to honor you, our graduates. Today, we, your faculty, instructors, family, friends, and peers are gathered to celebrate your many accomplishments here at Illinois Wesleyan. We've enjoyed partnering with you during these undergraduate years as you were stretched, challenged, and pushed, both inside and outside the classroom. We've tried our best to prepare you well for whatever next step you have chosen. You are here before us today because you have read and written, presented, discussed, performed, and tested your way across the finish line, successfully completing all the academic requirements to graduate. Congratulations. As we celebrate your crossing of that finish line today, I want to send you off with a few last lessons. These lessons are not of the academic type, and they're not specific to a particular major or future career path. I hope you will apply them not only to your professional life, but to your personal life as well. To find these lessons, I've dug into my anatomy notes. I'm an instructor in human biology, after all, where I've found some life lessons among the cells and structures of our bodies. Don't worry, there won't be a test. My first life lesson comes from special cells in our skin known as melanocytes. These selfless little cells spend their days making the brown pigments of our skin, which they ship off to adjacent cells to protect those neighbors from the sun's harmful rays. Melanocytes are so generous with the pigments that they produce that when viewed under the microscope, it's the neighboring cells, not the melanocytes, that appear visibly brown. Here's the life lesson I'd like you to learn from the melanocyte. Be generous to those around you. Take time to really listen when a friend needs support. Take a meal to an ill coworker. Mentor a troubled youth in your new community. Find ways to serve. Like the melanocyte, give yourself to better the lives of others. My second life lesson from anatomy comes from our bones. These hard structures seem static and unchanging. However, at the microscopic level, our bones are constantly being reworked. Cells known as osteoblasts are busy building new bone. And in contrast, other cells called osteoclasts spend their days breaking down bone. Although both the builders and the breakers are needed to keep us healthy, there's a lesson I'd like you to learn from these cells. Every day, we have a choice to be an osteoblast, a person who builds up others through encouragement, kindness, and friendship, or an osteoclast, one who tears down others with careless or even harsh words and actions. Choose to be an osteoblast, an encourager and supporter of those around you. The world needs more osteoblasts. My final life lesson from anatomy looks at the body as a whole. In the fall semester, we begin our laboratories by looking at the skeleton. But we soon realize that this amazing assemblage of bones is of no use without muscles to move it. Similarly, these muscles are of no use without a circulatory system to provide them with the nutrients and the oxygen that they need. Each of our body's systems has a special purpose, but each would be useless without the assistance and special functions of the other systems of the body. In the same way, each of us has unique gifts and abilities, but unless we work together with others with different talents, our efforts are often futile. Be thankful for the abilities you've been given, and be grateful for the opportunity to partner with others who have different ones than you. Keep growing in your own gifts and use them well, but also help others as they work to develop and share theirs. Our body's systems work together to allow us to stand strong. Unite with your fellow humans so we can stand strong together, because together is the only way we can stand. As you leave these undergraduate years behind and move on to new adventures, I urge you to remember these life lessons from anatomy. Generously give of yourself to others. Choose words and actions that build others up rather than tear them down. Remember that just as our body needs all of its systems to function properly, you need others, and they need you. Congratulations, class of 2019, and may the best be yet to come for each of you. Thank you.
Thank you all for your words, and let's hear it for those melanocytes in particular. They're going to come in handy today, I think, yeah. So there's a long tradition in higher education of appointing faculty members to endowed professorships and chairs. At Illinois Wesleyan, this honor is reserved for members of the faculty who have distinguished themselves through exemplary teaching and active engagement of students, outstanding scholarship and/or artistic achievement, and service at the very highest levels of the university. The guiding principle in awarding an endowed professorship or chair is that the individual represents our highest aspirations for faculty members on this campus. Some of our current endowed professors or chairs are in attendance today, and I would ask that they stand as their names are called. Carolyn Nadeau, the Baroness Tucci Professor and Professor of Hispanic Studies. David Bolivar, the minor Linnaeus Scherf Endowed Professor of Botany. David Vale, the Fern Rosetta Scherf Professor of Music. Gabe Spalding, the B. Charles and Joyce Eichhorn Ames Professor. Given Harper, the Beach Lewis Chair of Biology. Gordon Horowitz, the Davis U. Merwin Endowed Professor of History. Irving Epstein, the Ben and Susan Rhodes Endowed Professor in Peace and Social Justice. James Plath, the R. Forrest Colwell Chair of English. Michael Seaborg, the Robert S. Eckley Professor of Economics. Mike Young, the Robert W. Harrington Professor. Ram Mohan, the Wendell and Loretta Hess Professor of Chemistry. Rob Kearney, the Edward R. Telling, Class of 46, Endowed Professor of Business Administration. Victoria Fols, the Carolyn F. Rupert Endowed Chair of Nursing. And William Monroe, the Betty Ritchie Beerer 47 and Ivan Beerer Endowed Professor. Thank you. You may be seated. Distinguished academic achievement by our students is recognized in a variety of ways at Illinois Wesleyan. I refer you now to the commencement booklet for the graduation honors described on page 3. Cumulative academic distinction is noted by the awarding of the Latin honors summa cum laude, magna cum laude, and cum laude. The honor appears in the program with the graduate's name after their major field of study. We commend these students for outstanding scholarly performance over the course of their years at Illinois Wesleyan. The program also identifies graduates who have met the rigorous academic standards of Phi Beta Kappa and Phi Kappa Phi, and were thereby elected to membership in these national honor societies, as noted by the symbols after their names in the program. Finally, 20 students are graduating with research honors awarded for their projects of original research under the guidance of a faculty member. Please see the titles of their defended works, which are listed on page 4. I now ask all of you who have achieved cumulative academic distinction, who've been elected to Phi Beta Kappa or Phi Kappa Phi, or who are graduating with research honors to stand and be recognized. Well done. I'm going to ask people to do a difficult thing and hold their applause until we've gone through a list of several names and then erupt in wild pandemonium on the completion of the list. We're going to talk now about commencement honors, which are announced here, in many cases for the first time. I'll ask the graduates stand as I read their names. Please remain standing, and if you will, please hold your applause and then erupt at the end. First, the Hope Ellen Pape President's Club Award in the Fine Arts is given to Jack Druffel from the School of Music. All right, I knew the holding applause thing wouldn't work. Go ahead, clap for him a little bit, and then yeah. The Annabelle Scrogan Anderson Award is given to Madeline Gibson. The John L. Clark Award in Literary Studies is presented to Maddie Steele. The Nikki K. Pape President's Club Award for Excellence in Writing is given to Abigail Kawaroff. The Professor David Bailey Prize in Chemistry is awarded to Chai-Queen Wang. The Harold C. Hodges President's Club Award in Natural Science and Mathematics is presented to Anna Polton. The Donald R. Kane Memorial Award for Outstanding Achievement in the Humanities is given to Abigail Kawaroff. The Robert S. Eckley President's Club Award in Social Science is awarded to Brandon Chop. The Carolyn F. Rupert Nursing Award is presented to Kinsey Van de Velde. The Catherine Riedelbach Baker Music Award is given to Kelly Reardon. The Hester Merwin Aries Art Achievement Award is presented to Lijuan He. The William T. Beatles Award for Exceptional Achievement in Business Administration is awarded to Sarah Dust. The Phi Kappa Phi IWU Chapter Award is given to Brooke Cobley. The Jack C. Fields Prize for Excellence in Accounting is given to Jonathan Broadbear. And the Larry Shue Drama Award is presented to Nick Valdivia. And now erupt, please. Well done. One of the most significant recognitions that a university can bestow upon an individual is an honorary degree. At Illinois Wesleyan, this tradition reflects a desire to recognize those who distinguish themselves personally and professionally, and whose lives demonstrate a commitment to values consistent with the mission of the university. Each fall, I invite nominations from students, faculty, staff, and trustees. All nominations are reviewed by the Honorary Degrees Committee and approved by the Board of Trustees. This year, we recognize Dr. Stephen Ondra. Since his early career as a military surgeon, Dr. Ondra has been on a mission to improve healthcare in the United States. He completed pre-medical studies at Illinois Wesleyan University in 1980, medical school at Rush Medical College in Chicago, and graduate medical education at Walter Reed Army Medical Center. He's board certified in neurological surgery and holds an Illinois medical license. Dr. Ondra is currently the founder and CEO of North Star Healthcare Consulting, LLC, specializing in helping stakeholders from across the healthcare space use strategic planning to improve their value and operational efficiency. Prior to that, Dr. Ondra was the Senior Vice President and Chief Medical Officer at Healthcare Service Corporation, the nation's largest non-investor-owned health insurance company and fourth largest insurance overall. He served as Senior Vice President and Chief Medical Officer at Northwestern Memorial Hospital, where his responsibilities included clinical operations, but also strategy, planning, and quality improvement. Dr. Ondra was appointed by President Barack Obama as the Senior Policy Advisor for Health Affairs at the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. He also served at the White House in the Executive Office of the President. Dr. Ondra is widely respected for his expertise and achievements in medicine, medical policy, health information technology, and innovation. He's considered one of the country's leading subject matter experts on healthcare reform and transformation. Recipient of many prestigious awards for his leadership in the healthcare industry, though perhaps none as prestigious as this, Dr. Ondra also holds the distinction of being visiting professor at many leading universities. He's authored a number of scholarly publications and developed groundbreaking medical procedures and medical devices. Dr. Ondra is affiliated with several professional organizations and has served on a number of boards, including currently on the Illinois Wesleyan Board of Trustees. He's had a distinguished career as a surgeon, a researcher, and an educator. An Army veteran of Operations Desert Storm and Desert Shield, Dr. Ondra was awarded a Bronze Star Medal and the Army Commendation Medal for his extraordinary service. Provost Brodel.
Stephen L. Ondra, Illinois Wesleyan University, class of 1980. Born in Belleville, Illinois, magna cum laude and Phi Beta Kappa and Phi Kappa Phi graduate of Illinois Wesleyan University, medical school graduate from Rush Medical College in Chicago, with graduate medical education at Walter Reed Army Medical Center. Be it noted that because of your meritorious career working to improve healthcare in private and public service, including your role as a senior policy advisor for health affairs at the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs at the appointment of President Barack Obama, because of your service to our nation as a military surgeon during Operations Desert Storm and Desert Shield, for which you were awarded a Bronze Star Medal and the Army Commendation Medal for extraordinary and courageous service. Because you were recognized as Illinois Wesleyan's 2008 Distinguished Alumni Award winner and continue to dedicate yourself to your alma mater, sharing your expertise and resources engaged in support of current students. Because you have distinguished yourself in a career dedicated to improving health, lowering cost of care, and reforming complex public policy, it is therefore with great admiration that we honor you for your noble pursuit of healthcare innovation and for your meaningful contributions to society during a very distinguished career. Presented this 5th day of May 2019, Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, Illinois Wesleyan University Commencement Ceremony, Bloomington, Illinois.
Do I have the diploma? Is that the diploma?
No, this is my speech.
It's his speech.
Give me that one.
We'll fake it, yeah. So, oh, was the mic on? Yeah. So, by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Illinois Wesleyan University, I hereby confer upon you, Stephen Louis Ondra, the degree Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa.
Thank you, President Jensen. Well, it is truly an honor to be here today to share this beautiful graduation day with all of you. Seems like only a century ago I was sitting right there in your chair. I want to begin by considering the motto emblazoned on the logo of Illinois Wesleyan that George Vineyard talked about, Scientia and Sapientia. In many ways, it describes what you've been doing these past years here on campus, but also what you'll be striving to do the rest of your lives. Now, you know, if you were paying attention to George, that this is Latin for knowledge and wisdom. Those two things sound an awful lot alike, but there's some very important differences that were explained to me in simple, clear ways about 40 years ago. That is, knowledge is knowing that a tomato is a fruit, and wisdom is knowing not to put it in your fruit salad. So before looking forward, I want to take a moment to look back to when you were considering where to go to college. Now that's always a challenging decision, but it was an especially challenging one for your generation. You're the generation that grew up in the shadow of the Great Recession of 2008 and 2009. 10% unemployment, families under often immense personal and financial stress. That was an event that in some way impacted all of us and continues to shape our thinking and culture in many ways. So it focused families on job security And many still question the value of a liberal arts education, believing the primary goal of college should be to secure that specific career and job at the end. The fact is, a liberal arts education has never been more important to your future, and there is no better investment that you or your families could have made than to come here to Illinois Wesleyan and obtain a liberal arts education. You see, past generations shifted careers almost never, and jobs infrequently. But your generation is likely to have several careers and switch jobs much more often. That's in large part due to the dizzying pace of change, and that's been accelerated by the amazing increase in the accumulation of knowledge. At the end of World War II, human knowledge doubled about every 25 years. Today, it doubles every 12 to 13 months, and within your lifetimes, it may be doubling every single day. It's definitely a final you don't want to cram for. Just try to wrap your heads around that. The results could be that many professions and entire industries will fundamentally transform in your lifetime. Just think of the ways artificial intelligence will transform the way work is done for professionals and entire professions. It'll be similar to the way automation and robotics changed work for industrial workers and in factories. With that in mind, it's clear that the skill of continual learning, of exploring, that's at the core of a liberal arts education, isn't just a nice thing. It will become an essential thing. It will allow you to reinvent yourselves when you need to not just cope with changes in your workplace and the world, but to embrace and take advantage of the opportunities that will open up, often in ways that none of us can imagine. That's just part of how a liberal arts education has helped you prepare for success, both in business and in your personal lives. I know. I learned very early in life that curveballs can come your way and change everything that you thought would happen, and then how to find the strength to get a new path and start again. My first curveball actually brought me to Illinois Wesleyan, quite literally by accident. My first college was actually the United States Military Academy at West Point. I was a recruited hockey player. I fully expected to be a student athlete, Army officer, and then go on to medical school as a military physician. All was going pretty well up until I had a terrible training accident. Struck in the side with a bayonet, I almost died from hemorrhage and internal injuries. In one moment, all my plans were shattered. My hockey career was over. In fact, due to an autoimmune reaction, I had serious ongoing pulmonary and renal concerns that made it unclear how long I was even going to live. After almost 6 months of hospitalization, I was still so weak that walking was difficult. Despite that, I thought my recovery was just maybe good enough to go back to college, decided on continuing my dream of becoming a physician here at Illinois Wesleyan by renewing my pre-med studies. Now, I came here for two reasons. Of course, the quality of the education and academic performance here was front of mind. But truth be told, the small size of the campus was equally important. I was able to physically get across the quad to get to class in my weakened condition as my long recovery continued. As it turns out, the small size and the intimacy of the campus wasn't just convenient to get around. It made for an environment where you could really discuss things with a professor, understand in conversation in small groups that's truly unique to a small liberal arts college. So it was here at Illinois Wesleyan that I not only found a new path towards my goal of becoming a physician, I was also able to open my mind to not only the sciences, but to the arts, the humanities, philosophy, to explore the full meaning of being human, and indeed to better understand myself as I healed not only from the physical injuries, but the unseen injuries that often accompany trauma. My Wesleyan education created a desire to continually learn and reach beyond perceived limits to explore the full breadth of my ability and also my humanity. That spirit and those values allow me to repeatedly reinvent myself as unexpected events that occur in all of our lives unfolded. Sometimes those create new obstacles, but more often than not, if you can recognize them, are willing to learn and prepare, and are bold enough to take the leap, they open up opportunities that you didn't quite ever conceive possible. So as a result, as you've heard from the way too gracious introduction, I've had a very unusual and rewarding life. It's been a journey from this quad to the operating room as a neurosurgeon, the lab as an inventor, the classroom as an educator, serving on our nation's battlefields as an Army officer, and as a senior advisor at the highest levels of government, first at the Department of Veterans Affairs, and then in multiple roles in the executive office of the president at the Obama White House. After government, as you heard, I returned to the private sector, chief medical officer for Northwestern Medicine, and then as a senior executive at one of the nation's leading health insurers. And finally, the latest chapter in a book that's not finished, at least I hope, is as founder and CEO of my own consulting company and serving on multiple corporate boards and as a very proud trustee of this university. And through it all, the thread that ties this work together is the desire to serve our nation and indeed all of humanity, to help create a better health system, one that is more accessible, equitable, affordable, financially sustainable, and high quality for us all. Now, the reason I tell you about this unusual career isn't so much to talk about myself, but to give you a real-world example of how the ability to absorb new knowledge, see the big picture, and personally grow can open up exciting possibilities that you've not even considered. To assure you that you have the ability to take advantage of change rather than be blindsided and overwhelmed by it. The fact is, your world is going to change faster than mine. That is why the education that you are finishing here today is the best preparation and starting point that you could ever have to continue the rest of your lives learning and exploring and encountering the change that you will no doubt need to reinvent yourselves from time to time. Doing that will help you not only continue to be successful in a tumultuous world, but will lead you to a life of purpose and meaning in whichever way you define that. Now, the privilege of a liberal arts education also comes with responsibilities to not just make a great career in life for yourself, but to give back to society and contribute. You are the innovators, thinkers, leaders of tomorrow. It is you who at some point will take over from past generations to use your talents, knowledge, and wisdom to shape and improve the world you've inherited. It's going to be yours to lead much sooner than you think. And by the way, it's quite a fixer-upper in ways more than healthcare, so good luck. Everything that I've seen from working with your generations told me you're up to the challenge. So take a moment today to celebrate. Hug your families, hug your friends. Get a good night's sleep, because tomorrow when you wake up, the next chapter of your lives begin. Our nation and world's counting on you. And lastly, I don't want to leave you with that all too typical commencement speech of go out and change the world, make it better. I also want to give you a few bits of advice and maybe just a little bit of wisdom to help you on your way. No matter how busy you get, keep family and friends close. They're the cornerstone of your life and will give it color, meaning, and grounding in everything that you do. Challenge your assumptions. Question everything that you've learned, and especially the things you think you know. Pay attention to where the dots don't connect, to perspectives that haven't been heard, to the obvious questions that haven't been asked, much less answered. Find mentors, but also build a network of relationships, especially with your peers. It's the people sitting next to you who will be with you the rest of your lives and careers. A long time after your boss is on the beach sipping a margarita, it's going to be the people that are with you now that are going to make a difference in your personal and professional lives. Listen to people more than you talk. That one took a really long time for me to learn. Respect others and really try to understand them, especially those that are different. Be kind to everyone, and at the same time, be cautious to trust. And finally, Treat famous people like they're regular, and regular people like they're famous. Life is exciting, challenging, sometimes hard. When it's hard, don't forget to look around and take in the wonder. When it's good, remember those that life has not been so fortunate for and try to help them. Whatever life brings, I have great confidence that Illinois Wesleyan University has prepared you for it. So in conclusion, always remember the university motto. It was probably one of your first lessons here, and now it's your last. Congratulations, graduates. Go out there and make a great fruit salad.
We have the degree.
Thank you.
Congratulations. I knew that we had to do that because all of you are distinctly nervous. Now, wait a minute. They don't have degrees up there? That's, we do. We do, in fact. Why don't we begin to award those? First, in the School of Nursing. Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Nursing please rise?
Mr. President, on behalf of the faculty and staff of the School of Nursing, it is my pleasure to present to you those candidates who have completed all requirements for the degree Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Illinois Wesleyan University, I thereby confer the degree Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Will the candidates please come forward to receive their diplomas? You're going to get them as they come past? Yeah, right. Who's going to get them here? Is there on this side?
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Yeah, they'll just come along.
Rebecca Lynn Anderson. Irene Sophia Armas. Maggie Marie Arsenal. Nicole Elizabeth Bukowski, cum laude. Rachel Ann Berkman, summa cum laude. Laura Katani. Alyssa Joyce Chalowinski. Amy L. Clapp, magna cum laude. Kelly Elizabeth Connor, magna cum laude. Andrew James Edward Coop, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Irene Coop. Maxwell Daniel Finn. Hayden Ann Gregorich. Shelby Lane Gully. Maria Ivanova. Julie Denise Jostin. Holly Louise Kuhn. Second Lieutenant Mary Eleanor Kurtz. Julia Marie Lennon. Megan Mabel Malone. Madeline Maruco. Michelle Elizabeth Matusik. Meredith Grace McCarthy. Brianna Renee Mitri, cum laude. Natalie Orozco. In addition to Natalie's BSN, she's also earned a Bachelor of Arts, Hispanic Studies. Rachel Ellen Asoba. Kyle Thomas Polinsky. Allison Lane Prince, magna cum laude. Erin Haley Regner. Mindy Christine Rogers. Jessica Fawn Shell. Sarah Schermacher. Leah Katrina Seilstadt. Marissa Avery Smith. Kinsey Sue Vandevelde, summa cum laude. And Jasmine Ismay Worrell.
In recognition of the completion of the degree requirements, the graduates may move their tassels to the left side of their mortarboards. We'll now move to the College of Fine Arts. First, we will award the School of Art and School of Theater Arts. Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Fine Arts please rise?
Mr. President, it is my pleasure to present to you all candidates who have completed the requirements for the Bachelor of Fine Arts.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Illinois Wesleyan University, I hereby confer the degree Bachelor of Fine Arts. Will the candidates please come forward to receive their diplomas as their schools are named? That's you, Joe.
Well, wait till she gets here. For the candidates in the School of Art receiving the Bachelor of Fine Arts in Art, Alyssa Renee Kaufman, summa cum laude.
For the candidates in the School of Theater Arts receiving the Bachelor of Fine Arts in Theater Arts, including acting, theater design and technology, and music theater. Megan Erin Lai, cum laude. Camila Queen Lai, music theater, cum laude. I am so sorry, I screwed that up so totally. Jace Thomas Lagarde, cum laude. Paula Antoinette Lehman. Jessica Rosebud McGrew, cum laude. Whitney Lane Meltz. William Mueller. Jean Catherine Musa. Eligio Rosales. Evan Leigh Rumler. Kara Rose Ryan, magna cum laude. Olivia Ann Sarkis. Madison Steele, summa cum laude. Cameron Page Tokowitz, cum laude. Tuxford Turner. Nicholas David Valdivia, cum laude. Robert Avery Wilson, magna cum laude.
In recognition of the completion of the degree requirements, the graduates may move their tassels to the left side of their mortar boards. Let's give them a hand. We'll now move to the School of Music. Will the candidates for the degrees Bachelor of Music and Bachelor of Music Education please rise?
Mr. President, on behalf of the faculty and staff of the School of Music, it is my pleasure to present those students who have successfully completed all requirements for the degrees Bachelor of Music and Bachelor of Music Education.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Illinois Wesleyan University, I hereby confer the degree Bachelor of Music or Bachelor of Music Education. Will the candidates please come forward to receive their diplomas?
We'll begin with Bachelor of Music candidates. Jack Druffel, magna cum laude. Mitchell A. Galgan, magna cum laude. Colin Patrick Hallahan. Elizabeth Love, cum laude. Hao Jung Liu, magna cum laude. In addition, Isabella has also earned a Bachelor of Arts in Finance. Sharon Lynch. Crystal Arlene Moreau. Kelly Reardon, magna cum laude. Catherine Takel, magna cum laude. Yu Jin Yang. Next are our Bachelor of Music Education candidates. Maxwell Christopher Arnold, cum laude. Bridget Colleen Broderick. Dalila Hativovich, cum laude. Sir Aaron Khan, cum laude. Bailey Jane Knowles, cum laude. Emily May Phelps, magna cum laude. Dean Scapoletti, magna cum laude. Jessica Marie Sheets, summa cum laude. And Minji Will, magna cum laude.
In recognition of the completion of the degree requirements, the graduates may move their tassels to the left side of their mortarboards. Let's hear it for these graduates. And now, we will now proceed to awarding the bachelor's degree for the College of Liberal Arts. Will the candidates for the degrees Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science please rise?
Sorry. Mr. President, it is my honor to present those candidates who have completed the requirements as defined by the faculty for the degrees Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Illinois Wesleyan University, I hereby confer the degree Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science. Will the candidates please come forward to receive their diplomas?
Christopher Patrick Abruzzo, magna cum laude. Nathan James Addis. Morgan Alexander. Paula Amat Norman. Nathaniel Lee Ames. Karsten Eric Anderson, magna cum laude. Nina Anderson. Cassidy Shao Andraki. Emma Wenying Asta, magna cum laude. Summa cum laude. Summa cum laude. Anthony Bake, magna cum laude. Daniel Joseph Baker, cum laude. Chase Matthew Bandelick. Brent Edward Braun, cum laude. Chloe Catherine Bell. Kenzie Paige Bergren. Samantha Marie Bidlack, magna cum laude. Samuel Albert Beamer, cum laude. Emily Elizabeth Billington, cum laude. Michael Alexander Billington, summa cum laude. Stephen Elliott Billington, magna cum laude. Emily Sarah Binder. Jared Christian Blackwell. Bradley Baylock. Adam Charles Blanchard. Jamie Marie Blumberg, summa cum laude. Josephina Blumberg, summa cum laude. Matthew James Bamba. Colin Bonnet, cum laude. Nicole Marie Borghetti, cum laude. Seth Harrison Barrowman. John Bosco, cum laude. Kaylin Michelle Boyd. Kaylin Boyd Harris. Mary Amanda Breeden, summa cum laude. Lauren Elaine Brennan. Jonathan Thomas Broadbear, magna cum laude. Tyler Lorraine Brown. Nicholas Paul Bruni, cum laude. Jordan Catherine Brushnelli. Laura Bullock, summa cum laude. Mungyun Tao. Sun Kao, magna cum laude. Patrick Capelad. Nicholas Carlson. Gus Castro, magna cum laude. Brandon Chang, cum laude. Emily Brooke Chapman, magna cum laude. Ziyao Chen. Lisa Cheng. Brandon M. Chop, summa cum laude. Luke Gregory Sipich, Anna Kathleen Clausen, Jillian Maria Cole, Nicholas Allen Coleman, cum laude. Michael Connolly. Joshua David Cook. Kyle Cook. Sophie Rose Copenhaver. Anne Crumba, cum laude. Matthew Francis Curley.
Heidi Eileen Degg. Emma Christine Dalton, magna cum laude. Justin Damon. Nicole Sarah DiMatteo, summa cum laude. Joseph Delbert. Mark C. Dazell. Megan Elizabeth Dolan. Jordan Randall Douglas. Evan Dreher. Eric Lee DeBose, Jr. Philip Duda. Madeline Doolin, cum laude. Jonathan Durr. Sarah Kathleen Dust, magna cum laude. Jacqueline Marie Jevior. Jemima Oej Egrubi. Jessica K. Arrett, cum laude. Danielle Nicole Engelbright. Emily Ann Erdman, summa cum laude. Jessica Esparza, cum laude. Mark William Valadico, cum laude. Raisa Fariha. Emily Ann Ferris. Roland Filbert, cum laude. Alana Fisher Carter. Christina Georgia Fitsalos, magna cum laude. Kevin Patrick Flaherty, cum laude. Quinn Patrick Flanagan. Alexandra Victoria Forbes. Patrick Freeland Foster, Jr. Samuel Andres Fragoso. Charles William Franz. Dominic Michael Gambiani, magna cum laude. Hope Gasman. Alicia Trista Gazder. Charles Reed Gebhardt. Connor Matthew Garrity. Ellie Andrea Giannakopoulos, cum laude. Madeline Danielle Gibson, summa cum laude. Cody Elmer Gabelhausen, summa cum laude. Joseph C. Grabaric, summa cum laude. Jason Gregoire, summa cum laude. Christopher S. Gudoff, magna cum laude. Xavier Gulila. Samrid Gupta, cum laude. Tommy Tran Van Ha. Emma Marie Hahn, summa cum laude. Catherine Ann Halford, magna cum laude. Nicholas Richard Harkar. Talise Renee Hart. Hayla Liu Hassan, cum laude. Liashun Hua, magna cum laude. 7, Renee Headley, magna cum laude.
Heidenreich.
William Lewis Heidenreich. Catherine Claire Hennebrey, cum laude. Kelly Marie Highland. Abraham Rowland Hill, magna cum laude. Jessica May Hill, cum laude. Kelly Silzer Hoffman, magna cum laude. Christopher Harlan Hokinson. Michael Hones. Madison Elaine Horak, summa cum laude. Jacob Charles Houghton, cum laude. Ochanya Igomu, cum laude. Joshua Alexander Imke, magna cum laude.
Tao Jean. Benjamin George Johnson, summa cum laude. Christopher Johnson. Paul Johnson. Rachel Chubridge Jones. Abigail Elizabeth Karoff, summa cum laude. Nitsu Kabara, cum laude. Kayan Marie Keith. Grania Louise Kelly, magna cum laude. Derek Curbs, cum laude. Dean Chrisette, cum laude. Lena Tate Kincaid. Laura Kindle, cum laude. Timothy King. Kelsey Lynn Nodell. Brooke Elizabeth Cable, summa cum laude. Jordan Kohler. Irakli Cortava. Eva Kosman, magna cum laude. Lexi Morgan Kramer, magna cum laude. Zachary Kunstel, magna cum laude. Christopher James Kulnig. Robert Joseph Ladd. Zechariah R. Ladd, cum laude. Jacob Lamb. Paige Elise Larson. Ling Huan Lei, summa cum laude. Matthew Patrick Lenahan. Peter Nicholas Leone III. Mark Oleg Leshik, cum laude. Peyton Letko, cum laude. Tate Patrick Lewis. Jai Yi Lee, magna cum laude. Rayhan Lee, cum laude. Lee Leeser, Jr. Mengchan Liu, cum laude. Xian Seven Liu. Haley Marie Leffler. Kira Ann Lowe, magna cum laude. Trang Heidi Liu. Summa cum laude. Hannah Lyons, summa cum laude. Thomas Terrence Lyons. Shen Yu Cooper Liu, cum laude.
Mark Anthony Masak, cum laude. Mason Meyer. Maximilian P. Malik. John Alexander Maloney. Jacob Alexander Melzensky. Benjamin Mansky. Joseph Maris. Bailey Patrick Marth. Taylor Ashlyn Marvin, cum laude. Rachel Maurer, cum laude. Rachel Mavros. Blake Anthony Maxwell, summa cum laude. Connor James May. Madeline E. May, magna cum laude. Megan Kathleen McGarity. Bailey J. McPherson. Lisette Melendez. Madeline Marie Merritt. Michael Kenneth Messer. Claire Marie Michael. Michael James Modoff. Catherine Moishevich, cum laude. Neil Malloy. Shelby Lynn Moore, magna cum laude. Alpha Suzette Moreno. Jack Enrico Moroni. Ahmad Muhammad. Monica Munoz, cum laude. Jennifer Ellen Murphy. Kyle Murray, cum laude. Arjun Sukumaran Nair. Andrew Q. Neely, cum laude. Chapter Negro, cum laude. Victoria Nemchek, summa cum laude. Nathan Newman. Benjamin R. Nielsen. Austin James Niesel. Annika Nillis. Abigail Ninan. Rebecca Nolte, magna cum laude. Alexis J. Obert, magna cum laude. Caitlin Nicole O'Brien, magna cum laude. Alec Grant O'Halloran, magna cum laude. Andrew Ostrowski. Ryan Ozelli, magna cum laude. Lauren Jane Pack. Olivia Padilla, cum laude. Seth William Pomby. Margaret Rose Palmer. Alexandria Parody. David Park. Grant J. Hyung Park, cum laude. Nicole T. Parmalee. Violet Pavlik. Jin Yu Pong. Andrew Lawrence Pershing. Lindsay Nicole Peters. Mary Rose Petnuzzo, cum laude. Mitchell Pfeiffer. Nan Chun Kan Pham, summa cum laude. Bin Phan, magna cum laude. Sarah Pilla, magna cum laude. Alyssa Pisano, magna cum laude. Tegan Nancy Potter, summa cum laude. Anna J. Polton, summa cum laude. Priya Prasad, cum laude. Abigail Alyssa Pruitt, magna cum laude. Jack T. Quinn.
Michelle Frances Rose Rakowski. Jared Renfro. Elizabeth Marie Ryder, cum laude. Claudia Rose Richmond. Patrick McMahon Robertson. Samantha Suzanne Robinson. Elizabeth Rodriguez. Cody Rogers. Olivia Kathleen Romano, cum laude. Brady Dallas Rose. William Sergio Rossi. Stephanie M. Rudy. Olivia Ann Ruff, cum laude. Kaylee Ann Ruffalo. Jillian McKay Runyon, magna cum laude. Abigail Rose Russell. Anthony Ryan. Jack Sampson. Edward Sanchez. Andrew Arthur Joseph Sandino. Laren Nicole Sapetti, magna cum laude. Ashley Danielle Schneider, magna cum laude. Matisse Inez Scott. Paige Elaine Seitz. Benjamin Sestek, cum laude. R. Lane Schaefer, magna cum laude. Joey Scheide. Mark Burton Jr. Siegel, summa cum laude. Karina Silva. Connor Simmons, cum laude. John James Slamba. Micah Daniel Smith. Trevor William Staley, cum laude. Ellen Riley Stumpf, cum laude. Samantha Marie Swoboda. Alani Loretta Sweezy, magna cum laude. Ruth Tesseum Tadessa, magna cum laude. Soyu Tong. William Thomas Teichman. Blake Edward Temple. Yash Thacker, summa cum laude. Alexa Nicole Thorson. Rachel Thomason, magna cum laude. Veronica Torres Luna, magna cum laude. Duke Tron, magna cum laude. Anna Elena Vandeleiter, cum laude. Logan Parker Velk. Jacob Joseph Vandahar. Nient Shrenik Vora, summa cum laude. Heyu Vu. Quentin Jamal Walters. Reed Walters. Chao Cho Yu Huang, magna cum laude. Shohan Wang. Anne Eleanor Warnke. Juntian Wei. Ning Hui, magna cum laude. Nicholas Joseph Whitehead. Connor Wadelka. Emily Wilkes, magna cum laude. Jacob Ray Williams. Madison Ann Williams, magna cum laude. George Christian Alfred Wimpfen, cum laude. Maria K. Whiffler, summa cum laude. Luke Charles Witteveen, cum laude. Brian Warby. Jaeshen Wu. Catherine Noel Yarnut. Samantha Yost, magna cum laude. Lauren Elizabeth Zanoni, magna cum laude. John James Zelenica. Ling Zheng. Goming Shu, magna cum laude. Joseph P. Ziegel, magna cum laude. Elise Marie Zegenhorn, cum laude. Megan Zori, summa cum laude.
In recognition of the degree requirements completion, the graduates may move their tassels to the left side of their mortar boards. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you the Illinois Wesleyan University graduating class of 2019. Well, in just a moment, we'll rise and sing together the alma mater. I know that you seniors have memorized the words by now, but your guests may not have. The words are in the program. It's always one of my favorite parts of any ceremony. It's actually a pretty good song. So, I mean it. So one of Elizabeth's and my favorite things at graduation ceremonies when it was our own kids was a chance to meet the faculty and staff members who've made such a difference or who had made such a difference in our kids' lives. And you may have noticed there are signs spread out where various departments and programs plan to have faculty and staff available afterwards. Please, if you can, take a few moments and get to meet some of these people who've made such a difference in the lives of your children. And students, please, I'm sorry, did I say students? Graduates, please take a moment, if you would, to call out to those faculty members or their staff members what it was that they helped you accomplish while you were here. Also, a bit of business, please remember to return your cap and gown to the Nell Eckley Lounge over in the Memorial Center before you leave today. And on a personal note, I'd just like to say what a privilege it is for me to be here in front of you serving in this role as president of Illinois Wesleyan. You know, the first year for most of you on campus was also Elizabeth's and my first year on campus, and so we're kind of classmates. It's especially sweet to have a chance to award diplomas to some of you who we've known come to know pretty well, some of you who we've followed in your various exploits, mostly good around campus, and you know, had really a chance to get to know you over this time. So you're a spectacular group, and you'll always have a place in the hearts of both Elizabeth and me. So my parting words here are simple. Remember who you are, remember how you got there, and remember Illinois Wesleyan. Congratulations and good luck. Please rise.
Please stand. From hearts aflame, our love we pledge to thee. Where we wander over land or